Oh man, so Bitcoin is down 8.6% as we can see on the screen, and Phantom is down almost 13% today. And this is exactly what I've been speaking about in the last few videos, and this is what we were worried about, right? I said I hope I was wrong in one of my previous videos, and unfortunately that has started to play out. Because remember I said, look, we were facing this decoupling where people were realizing layer 1 solutions need to be bought up, and so we saw that happening, right? Layer 1 solutions were getting bought up, but I said, how long can this last? If Bitcoin is sideways, okay, that's one thing for Phantom to go up a little bit. If Bitcoin is down, when it was down 1.5% the other day and Phantom was still rallying enough to 10%, that's when I got a little bit scared, because I'm like, okay, and I even said this in the video, how long can this last, right? If Bitcoin is now to fall 4%, 5%, 6%, I can't, in my heart, I can't believe that Phantom has got that much resilience just yet as a small cap sitting here at 6.8 billion market cap to, just continue on its way up 10% every single day. So I made you guys very aware of that if Bitcoin was to have a major fall, like we've just seen now, we're going to look at the charts of both Bitcoin and Phantom. So make sure you stay tuned till the very end, guys. We're going to find out, what is this? Because also the prediction I made in yesterday's video has come exactly true. So you saw here on Phantom, we managed to retrace exactly off the level which I spoke about. We're going to come on to look at that and where I think this retracement can head to. So stay tuned till the very end, guys. But first, let's take, as we always do, a quick look at Bitcoin, because, I've just been proven right again that Bitcoin leads the market. Yes, in a decoupling, a temporary decoupling, we saw that, we noted that, and we said, okay, fine, this is a good couple of days for Phantom to continue to run. But the reality is the market is still pegged to the mothership that is Bitcoin. Okay, so let's take a look here at Bitcoin and what has happened. What happened was we ended up in this wedge pattern and we broke to the downside. You can see the technical target takes you all the way down to, let's just get the number there, it's just hidden behind the candle, but about 43,162. You can see Bitcoin is now sitting below that at 42,725. And we've been talking about these lower levels for a while now. You guys will know that ever since we lost this green box all the way up here, I was, many other influencers say, no, we're just going to rotate straight back up, I was mentioning that we could potentially see 42, 43, 41 even, and I even say all the way here, till we get support from this wedge, which if it followed this kind of a pattern, you can see even takes you to about 38. So definitely some more downside risk for Bitcoin. And the worrying thing for Bitcoin right now is, the lack of fundamental catalysts, along with the continual misses of targets, right? Like for us to get out of this pattern, like firstly, we got rejected from 52. Okay, fine. Then we broke down from the M pattern. Can we recover the neckline? No, we weren't. Then we entered this wedge. Can we at least break out from the wedge and get to the top of the wedge? No, we broke down. Now, can we get back to the apex of the wedge? These are all the things we have to look at. But each time, Bitcoin is disappointing to the downside. And we're just now hovering around a horizontal support level of 43.5. But, we're on the downside of that. And your next level of support comes in at 41.5. And then the top of the wedge at about 40. So these are worrying times here for Bitcoin. And we need to keep an eye on it right now, because you can also see that if we head over to the Fear and Greed Index, and we'll click that add so we can see what the score is, we can see that we're on 15 right now. Remember in the other video we saw it was 23. This is now really extreme fear, guys, and this is where your conviction comes into it. This is where, this is the moment we've been waiting for, so to speak, right? We don't want to buy in the green. We don't buy in the green. This is not financial advice, but we do not buy in the green, because that's when everybody's buying. Everybody's super excited in the market. There's an ETF coming. There's this coming. There's that coming. This country has adopted Bitcoin. This is the tough moments. This is the mud where there's no fundamental catalyst. Nothing is going on. People aren't talking about crypto right now. They're talking about other exciting things that are going on and nobody's thinking about it. Bitcoin's coming close to $40,000. Are we buying? Are we following our blueprint? Or are we going to wait for it to get to 67,000 and then FOMO in? This is the key. Has anything fundamentally changed to the downside for Bitcoin and some of your favorite altcoins? You have to ask yourself this question, guys. And now, without further ado, let's get straight into the Phantom charts, guys. And while I pull this up, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you appreciate these types of updates. And right now, we can pull up the Phantom charts, and you can see, let me start off with our Fibonacci extensions. You will see, if I clear myself out the way there, this is exactly what we were talking about in yesterday's video. Well before this curled around, I said we could potentially get a resistance here at the Fibonacci 1.272 line, and we got that exact resistance here at $3.09. Now, you'll remember in that video, I said that the next really level for us to look at is, can we get some support here from either this mini high at $2.58, but more importantly, this horizontal high here is an important support level at $2.45, and it ties back into support levels going back here on Phantom as well, okay? So that's a very important level for us to hold. If I bring out the EMA ribbon as well, you will see that we are now contesting with our 4-hour EMA ribbon. Let's just bring that out. There we go. And you can see now we're just getting that beautiful retest of our EMA ribbon. So when we were here, I said, look, we got the Fibonacci level anyway. We've got a bit of extension from our EMA ribbon. No harm now if we go down and retest. Now, all of this would have been fine and dandy. I would have expected us to bounce off nice and cleanly and break this previous high at the $3.08 mark. However, this correction in Bitcoin and this break to the downside can be the limiting factor here. So be very cautious right now. Normally, if we're just looking at FANTOM standalone, you say, okay, you bounce off your EMA ribbon and you head and create a new high and head to the upside. But Bitcoin is just getting devastated right now. So until, if and when we see some support coming in from Bitcoin, I wouldn't be surprised to see FANTOM go a little bit sideways, if not even come down to test $2.45. Okay, guys, that's what I'm looking at here. Longer term, because I always like to prepare for a slightly worse case scenario as well, guys. I know that sounds a bit doomsday, but that's just how I invest and trade. I'm looking at $2.45. I don't get concerned at all if we come down to $2.45. And in fact, this is good for me, right? Because like I said, anything that goes up this parabolic can come down equally as fast. So for me, those of you who've been watching these videos for a while, I like to build scaffolding. I like for the price action to stay at certain price points for a while, because it gives you conviction and gives the market conviction that FANTOM is a $2.80 or $2.70 coin right now, and that is what it is, and it's staying there, and the bulls can hold that strength at that level, albeit not climbing much higher just yet, but holding it, say, oh, you're bears, you're not pushing me much further. But when you got this momentum to the upside so quickly, you can equally have that to the downside. And we don't need to look far for that kind of evidence, right? We saw that here. We had such a parabolic run to the upside, and equally you get that crash to the downside. So equally when we get this here, it's fine to get a little bit of a cooling off. There's no issues there whatsoever. And in fact, if we take our, let's do this live here, just here on, if we take our Fibonacci swing low to swing high, in this faded color here, you'll be able to see that now we could even retrace down to, making my life difficult with these colors here, but we could even retrace down to the 0.618 mark, which is where we're seeing, and that ties in exactly with the horizontal line I'm saying at about $2.45. Okay, that would mean a 0.618 level mark here on the swing low to swing high, which we've just experienced from the bottoms. Okay, so those are the kind of levels I'm looking out for right now in FANTOM. Not particularly a big deal in terms of having a retracement. Like I said, if we get to the previous high, you get out of the way there, mate. If we get to this high here at 258, more important, that'd be great if we could turn around there. That would be the best case scenario, which is pretty much where we're getting to right now. The next level, which is more of a solid support line I'm seeing here, is $2.45, and that ties in with our Fibonacci 0.618 mark. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at here on FANTOM. Now, of course, let's take a look at the VPVR as well, and you can see that this is where, you know, the major support comes in exactly at $2.37. Okay, so $2.37 is our longer term support line. So if Bitcoin really did have a nightmare and continues to fall below 30, don't be surprised if we get back down to 237, because that's where FANTOM holds its support, all the way between $2 and $2.37. So those are the critical levels I'm looking out for right now in FANTOM. But definitely, like I said, guys, this is something we had to be very careful of. The green days we were seeing when Bitcoin was going sideways / downwards was not sustainable. We had to be aware of that. This is still a Bitcoin-led market, and we cannot be, arrogant enough to assume that FANTOM can just run up. FANTOM relatively is still a small cap, right? If Bitcoin is your $1 trillion market cap phenomena, FANTOM is 6.8 billion right now. So, and that's even after the run-up. So we need to be humbled in our chase of these altcoins, and we need to understand where the wider market is. And just before I leave you guys, I do want to show you the Bitcoin dominance as well very quickly. I almost forgot. You can see here on the 4 hourly that the Bitcoin dominance, let's remove some of this stuff. We were forming an almost like an M pattern, where here we were trying to break to the downside on Bitcoin dominance, which would suggest all coins are gaining strength. But you can see here in the short term, we've had this rally to the upside. This is showing that as Bitcoin has fallen, altcoins are now falling at a multiple of the rate that Bitcoin is falling, okay? Which is showing Bitcoin relatively, even though it's falling, is gaining strength versus altcoins. So very important for us to understand that. And again, if you just flick down CoinMarketCap, you will see evidence of this, right? Bitcoin down 8.6%, Ethereum getting slammed at 12%. Then FANTOM down 13%, Solana down 13%, Binance Coin down 9%, XRP down 12%, Luna 12% down, now 14% down on Polkadot, Avalanche down 13%. So you can see these are now moving at a faster rate than Bitcoin, which means the Bitcoin dominance has to go up. So very important we keep an eye on this. Bitcoin needs to build a floor and really needs to decide where it wants to reverse out right now, because at the moment it's just getting this slow bleed. It's not even a quick retracement, right, where it's just mass amount of liquidations. It's a slow bleed. Ever since we lost that the green box here on Bitcoin, it's just been a slow bleed to the downside. and we've just been missing upward targets after upward targets here. Ever since we lost this level here, it's just been a slow bleed down. So we need to really pick up a floor from somewhere here and build some momentum to the upside and create a reversal pattern. There you go, guys. There's your update on the wider crypto market and, more importantly, Phantom. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're looking to enter Phantom and you haven't been able to find the right price point to enter, if you watched my video yesterday, I explained that you need to wait for retracement levels, guys. And right now, you're getting evidence of that kind of a retracement. The more it retraces, the more you can build your positions. Not financial advice, but that's just what I personally do. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to head into the Discord. Pin comment below. Meet like-minded people. Share your favorite charts and patterns and coins, and everybody else is doing that in the community as well. Tag me in any questions. If you want to support this channel a little bit more, consider hitting the join button and becoming a member. You'll get some special stickers next to your name and get to use some emojis in the comments. But more importantly, you'll get access to our community thread where you can ask me questions on your favorite coin as a matter of priority. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.